So, so I really don't even know what to think right now in my head because it goes all the way back to it's fucking. I've already went over this 1,000,000,001 fucking times. This is insane. This is fucking insane. This is the absolute fucking pinnacle of fucking absolute insanity. Fucking shit. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding, man. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, you know something? You know what? None of this shit with a fucking. None of this shit with a fucking. Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. You know. You know. Everybody knew the shit that was pulled was fucking wrong. And you know something? It's like this. It's like I feel first, you know what, man? Wow, dude. You know something? Wow. I don't even know because I'm tired of just fucking making fucking hatred fucking out of my mouth. Like, it's like, you know something, and it's like and it's just absolute fucking insanity. Like the whole fucking thing with Paul Flores and Kristen Smart, that's fucking insanity. Every single fucking thing I've ever been through in life, and I'm just like, wow, this is all fucking insane. This is absolutely insane. Nobody will ever. Wow, man. Wow, man. You know, this all started way back when Mr. Perez attacked me. A little 4-year-old kid. What the fuck was I? Seriously. What was I like? I was 6? I think I was like 6. Maybe I was turning 7 years old. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I was 6. I was fucking 6 years old, man. I was 6 years old, man. And you know what's even more fucked up? What's even more fucked up is that when the first time I met Tupac, I was 3 years old. And the shit that Tupac said was pretty fucked up. And didn't know he was Tupac. Didn't even fucking... Nah. No. But you know what? More and more fucked up shit happens. More and more fucking people fucking, they make... You know what was thrown in my face when I was 6? That's the same thing that I feel like throwing in everybody else's face. You know something? It's like, oh, mistake. Bullshit, man. Bullshit, man. You know what? From the minute Mr. Perez gave that fucking decree where nobody was allowed to fucking have a conversation with me or teach me anything, and everybody knew that was fucking completely fucked up. Completely fucked up. Afraid of a little 6-year-old boy like that. That was insane. Right there. That's insane. Right after turning the man fucking filthy rich, right? That's what was insane. Wow. And then he goes and murders his wife. And then that whole big fucking thing goes down. And then he gets married to another woman who looks like his wife. I can't process this shit in my fucking head no more. This is fucking this is fucking and then to think that fucking, you know what, it's like, I'm not even saying this to fucking hurt Chris Perez, because I'm pretty sure that was Chris Perez standing right behind me in the store. I'm not saying this to like, that's why I'm, you know what, man, it's like, you know what, man. You know the shit that freaking, first off, I thought so much of this shit was just, that's what I'm saying. And it was your own family that, wow, bro. Like, the fucking, that's why it's like, and I remember the names that popped up, and then it was like, and then there was the fucking, that's why I'm saying it's like none of this shit, fucking, wow, man. It's like, no matter how serious I could have sworn it might have been, it definitely did not come off as fucking, this is fucking, I thought it was just fucking, I was just like, oh, all right, man, this is, no way, man. No way, man. You know what? And then to think that some of the freaking answers that I gave were the best answers that I could give at the time, because I was trying to figure out what the fuck was really happening. But you know what was really happening? Here's what was really happening. After Mr. Perez threatened a fucking 6-year-old child, right? And then basically fucking put the decree that fucking if anybody opened their mouth and told me what the fuck was going on, so that I could get a better understanding, okay, of what the fuck was going on, then, wow. Because then, Damien, other than, you know, Mr. Perez's freaking, I freaking, you know, I didn't, other than Mr. Perez's wife, there's so much to that story. Just in general, there was so much. It was just like, oh yeah, the body's in the shed, but like the cops don't have a fucking search warrant for the shed. So it's like, what? Oh my god. So then the guy goes and marries another woman who looks like his wife, and then and then supposedly she runs off and fucking leaves him. It's why the other wife that looks like the wife that he married is still in the fucking shed at that point. I'm just like, what the man, no, fuck, man, nah. Just like, what the fuck? Holy shit. So then Wow, man. Because then there's also the fact that I got kidnapped. And where was the car that pulled off from the curb right in front of, it was right in front of Mr. Perez's house. That ended up bringing me to this house when I was 4 and my little nephew was 3. Wow, that's even before fucking squaring off with Mr. Perez that fucking took place. Holy shit. And as far as the Tupac thing and Selena Quintanilla, oh man, wow. You know, it's like I'm not saying this to fucking. You see, man. You see, it's just that type of. Wow, man. I thought the damn freaking times were the same. I thought the freaking years were the same. It wasn't. One thing happens in 95, the other thing happens in freaking 96. Wow, man. And then there's Damien Perez's gun. And Damien Perez just kept losing his gun. Like 2 or 3 times. And I'm guessing years later, that's the gun that I come into possession with. After, of course, signing MK Ultra contracts. Wow. You know, it's like I said, it's like months ago. I freaking seen the whole Selena thing, and I was like, wait a minute, I've been there. Yeah, no, I was there. There was definitely dark energy, man. And then on top of that, there was, I just started watching a few little things here and there, and I'm like, wow, man, I'm like, dude, fucking that that I watched the Spirit Box, which I don't know. It's not that I don't believe in the other side of life. It's that it was so clear, and it was this. The stuff that was coming out so far. I didn't even finish it. The stuff that was coming out so far was so crystal clear, and I'm saying to myself, and then even the guy's like, well, I don't know what that would mean, but blah blah blah. It's like the woman was the Spirit Box guy. When he asks a question, the Spirit Box turns around and says, "Dead." The woman was dead, and I was like, wow. And the blood on the walls, and I was like, wow, man. Now, the thing is, I came there after, like, the candles were put out in front. Like, this had already taken place. Yo, man. Wow. And if I told you who opened up the door to the room, and then there was nobody fucking, wow, bro. There was so much shit that went down there that, like, I was just like, is this for real? Is this for real, man? And then to think, like, the shit that I came to find out, Chris Perez, you know, it's wow, man. I'm not even saying this to, like, hurt your feelings or, like, freaking hurt your manhood or none of that shit. It's what's been done to fucking me, because why? Because why? Wow. Man, I if that's why you were standing behind me, or maybe you were thinking about killing me, or I don't know what I don't know what to think right this second in my head. But if that was you standing behind me in that store, which I'm freaking positive it was, I was like, there's no freaking way. I'm like, and I felt it. I definitely felt it. That's why I stared right at you, face to face, and I was just like, oh, can you believe this? A $6 freaking burrito. I'm like, I kill people for the fucking federal government. But I never really fucking killed anybody, and that other guy doesn't fucking count, because that motherfucker came back to life and hugged me 10 days later. So I'm just like, wow, the depth of wow. Just wow. You know, and then I'm just like, wow. And then I'm just thinking, wow. And then I'm trying to grasp what I'm trying to say right this second. Selena and the Tupac thing. But that's not all. Because as good as you two were, Chris, am I lying, man? But you know what? I know I'm not lying. I know I'm not. What I would say next, I know I'm not lying about. Wow, man. But that would have hurt your manhood. That would have hurt you. If she would have left you, that would have hurt your manhood. You were together for how long? How long, man? And you know, it's like it yo, and wow, just wow. There was a lot of dark energy, man, near that place. A lot of, and then because it's like there's certain things that start to happen when I'm around certain spots. You know, it's just wow. And this was after I had nothing to do with this. And you know what? There was people. That's why I'm saying it's like, you know, that there's freaking wow, man. And then that's the whole thing, right? I'm fucking crazy, right? I'm fucking crazy because I'm talking about all the shit that freaking that only fucking high level fucking people would know about shape shifting and fucking and people that can fucking, yeah, come on, man. You know what? It's like It's like, and then it would, and then I would have been able to completely understand that, a little bit more understanding, clearer, if Mr. Perez didn't pull the shit that Mr. Perez pulled all those years ago. Wow. But you know what? That's not where it ends. That's not where it ends. Okay? Because then those contracts, wow. You wanted me to burn the woman's house down because of her daughter who worked on the program. After I found and located the people, right, that were leaking a lot of shit, because there was a lot of people leaking a lot of shit. It's like right there, they were able to read my classified file, my classified document. Wow. And then the one thing that the girl turns around and says, and this has nothing to do with Selena, right? This is not Selena. This is my friend's daughter, that the only person I can get on the phone. She turns around and says it was her own family that gave the order for me to kill all of them. But I don't kill all of them because now it's fishy. Wow. Wow. That is the craziest setup. And of course, then there's the Paul Flores and Kristen Smart thing. And the sheriff's department, don't forget about them, right? Sign the witness statement because Paul Flores tells me that he just murdered this fucking poor girl. And that he's trying to set me up, my family up, which is also his family, and a whole bunch of other families up all at the same time. Isn't that also fucking kind of what fucking slightly went down when Selena, Quintanilla, wow. 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 And it's really interesting because then all of a sudden I get my turn 15 years old. And I'm one of the last 3 people, from what I understood, I was one of the last 3 people in all New York State to get his junior's driver's license at 15 years old. And the next day, September 4th, 5th, I'm pretty sure it was September 5th, I'm going head to head with Tupac Shakur. Wow. In the city, New York City. And then 2 days after that, there's a hit put on my life. Tupac gets shot, doesn't die till fucking so many days later. Wow. Wow. I don't know what caused me to look this up today. Selena. And that's when I seen, bingo, there's Tupac wearing blue. There's Tupac wearing blue. Oh, Chris, man. There's no, like, I don't know how much people change in life, but you know something? It's like, that was you standing right behind me, man. That's why I just, you know what? It's like this goes so far past. This goes so far past, unfortunately, what happened to Selena Quintanilla. The Paul Flores and the Kristen Smart. It's that. Wow, man. Seeing how all this plays out, my friend Rayvon, who was driving the van that should have been in a police impound because of two bodies that were thrown over the side of the cliff, which of course I was blamed for. But I mean, before he died, of course. Driving around with the fucking thing for like 6, 7 years, around about. Wow. My jacket, my elementary school jacket that went lost out here when I went to go visit my friend Danny, who used to live across the block, basically 150 feet away from where Mr. Perez lived. Wow, man. Damien's handgun that goes missing 3 different times. 3 different times I get accused of stealing Damien Perez's handgun. Damien was pissed that his mom was dead. Wow, man. I don't know what the freaking, I really don't right now. Wow. You know how fucking pissed off the spirit world was when that whole incident happened when I was a kid? That's why the whole thing is just, it's absolutely insane because everybody knew. Everybody knew. And the whole time I'm sitting here and I'm like, I never harbored any hatred towards you. But it's just like some people just can't let shit go. It's even if you know what that, wow, man, that's like a kid fucking tripping over a rock and getting mad at the rock, Mr. Perez. Wow. Wow. And all this and all that, and this is the house. This is the front part of the house. From what I understood, from what I could hear over here, trying to figure out my own life when I was being told, "Oh, don't worry about this." It's like, what? Don't worry about this. It's like, hold on a second. This is fucking interesting. You know, I don't know what to say. That's why I'm saying, Chris, I'm not trying to freaking, you know, I know you cared about this girl. And that's like, not supposed, because, man, yo, man, nah, man. And that's why you tried, that's why they tried to set up Ari's father, right? Now see, it was a person who was able to switch shape that kidnapped me and my cousin when we were young. There was also a person when the fucking Queens incident took place. There was also somebody that could shift. That same thing. Wow, man. Wow, man. And that's why, and it's really, really fucking funny because even then, even with the fucking video that was being shot all those years ago. Wow. Wow. The guy on the train, when I said I bumped into my cousin on the train. That's why it's funny. It's like I can't get my sister back on the phone. My aunt, who I call my sister, right? Just so we're clear. Wow, this is fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts. That's really fucking nuts. That is beyond nuts, man. It's like, wow, man. It's like, wow, man. Wow, man. And all the things that I went off on everybody else while I was being drugged completely out of my mind. And then when I woke the fuck up and I started remembering all the fucking details of every single fucking thing, and I'm like, wow. 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 And the whole time, there's the mother jerk freaking piss shit fucking that were egging on all the fucking, because they should have been taken out of the fucking thing long time ago by other fucking. So it was just a mockery of fucking everything, right? Just a mockery of everything. That's why this whole thing is like, it's just like, wow, man. It's like, wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. So, like I said, I've only listened to a little bit of that video, and I'm just like, wow, man. It's like I remember the candles in front of the door. There was candles, and that's the thing. It's like there was a man there that showed up, and that man, he didn't understand that stuff that I was saying was not. He's like, but this only happened such and such time ago. He's like, that's how could you be there? Why would the candles be there? That's not fucking till fucking. It's like, yo, because wow, man. That's what I'm saying about this fucking. That's why it's a whole fucking, yeah. And then the log situation with the hundreds, if not thousands, of my dead Indian children. There's that situation too. Wow, man. Wow, man. Oh, nobody's allowed to tell him nothing. Wow, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. And then it's the Paul Flores and Kristen Smart thing, right? Sign the witness statement. And then you have to sign this or we'll throw this right away and arrest you for putting in a false statement. I was like, but I don't want to sign that. But they were like, you have to sign it or we're throwing this away. It's like, isn't that illegal? Isn't that illegal? I don't know. So then my father finds out about it. My father that's raising me at the time, my grandfather, and the man who set up the bank account for me finds out. And they're like, you can't have him sign this. Because I told them what the fuck happened. They're like, you can't have him sign this. He'll sign the witness statement. He ain't signing this. Oh, well, we could throw this away and then we're just going to fucking lock him up for putting in a false statement. That's why Kristen Smart's body was never found. And then I have fucking squirrels 24 years later in New York. I have squirrels bringing me fucking human remains from the motherfucking attic. Oh my god. Oh man. You know, every time I mention my demon cat that lives under my toilet bowl, because I wonder sometimes. I think it's a her. I don't hear her all the time, growling and other non-cat-like noises, and it makes me concerned for my little buddy that lives under my toilet bowl, and and every once in a while, but the point, the guards the front porch. So the point being is that, it's like, because I haven't been putting food out either, once I became friendly with the demon cat that lives underneath my toilet bowl, I throughout like the harder parts of the winter or something, I'd throw, some food over that way for it. So, but the point being is, I don't even, because I'm just sitting here saying to myself, there was a fucking squirrel that, between the squirrel of death and the demon cat that lives under my toilet bowl and the fucking, and the fucking outdoor spider that lives in a hole in the fucking wall above my fucking bathroom tub. I'm like, you know what? Shouldn't you be outside? It's like, whatever, you choose to. And I'm stuck in a fucking house where I've been kidnapped when I was 4, and then they tried to kill me in the back part of the house when I was about 17 or so, with a little girl's dead body with a fucking 2.5-inch Australian funnel web spider crawling out of her freaking throat hole that I thought was, was paper mache. And I'm just like, wow. And then to try not to be upset or angry with anybody. So there was a lot of interesting things that were so far said in this thing that I'm watching with the spirit box session, which I've never heard. I mean, I don't know if that's, but I mean, it is so clear. It is so clear, the stuff that's coming out. It's like, and then to think like, wow.